perspective as always, Craig, and then we get that scientific perspective from Cesar.
Well, Nick, I'll say this. Half of what we're paying now is definitely cheaper, and that's a scientific fact right there. Looking at what we have here earlier this evening, after all of this stormy weather, we got a nice little sunset, some cotton candy clouds out in Saratoga Springs. Thank you, Chris Williams, for sending this one in. We still see clouds over top of the Salt Lake Valley here from the ABC4 News studio through our Colonial Flag camera, continuing to see just a little bit of cloudiness, a little bit of moisture still hanging around, which means that possible lake enhancement is still in play for us. But we have that quick break for many areas. Again, those cooler temperatures as well. Pesky winds still holding on, and an active streak that really continues to bring us more wet weather, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. This low pressure system, this past weather maker, is now moving on over towards the southeast, leaving us with some of that wraparound effect, a little bit of that colder air that should help with some snow for the higher elevations, as we can already see here on storm tracker radar, and some possible lake enhancement. But otherwise, not going to see a lot of snow out of this as we look at Futurecast. Not going to be very eventful. A few areas will see some orographic lift, basically just the mountains making their own weather. And as we go into parts of Monday, that's where it continues. Some breezy conditions as well over in southern Utah. Then once we get to Tuesday, you'll notice that it slowly starts to filter in and really become a little bit more on the active side as we go into the evening hours, overnight as well into Wednesday. That'll still continue and linger for us even into the afternoon hours, still seeing that colder air as well. And even into Thursday, we get a little bit of a break, but with that cold air, lake enhancement is not out of the question at that moment either, and we'll have more details throughout the week. Sweater weather forecast as we go about the next few hours, for tomorrow, it'll be around the freezing mark by the time we get to luncheon, just a little bit warmer than that going into the rest of the evening. And if you're looking to wash off the salt from this weekend, it's not going to be the best. I'll say maybe tomorrow, but by Wednesday, you're definitely going to need to have the car in the garage if you do decide to wash your car. Looking at the regional forecast for tonight and tomorrow, temperatures will be chilly overnight, and they won't be much warmer in the north. A few areas in southern Utah will be a little bit warmer, such as St. George, where we have those temperatures hanging around the 50s and even 60s by the time we get to the middle of the week. Windy conditions by the time we get towards Wednesday and Thursday as well, drying out and warming up as we head into the weekend. Looking at the Wasatch Front, we do have that active streak starting to make its way in by the time we get to Tuesday, Wednesday, still lingering by Thursday, but then drying out and staying pretty mild as we enter the weekend.